Dubai Air Show 2025. 100,000 people watching. The Indian tricolor smoke is still hanging in the sky from the Surya Kiran display. And then India's pride, the HAL Tejas Mk1A, climbs, flips, and in front of the entire world turns into a fireball. One pilot lost, one nation stunned. They told us it was a tragic accident. But stick with me for the next few minutes, because what really happened in those 11 seconds over Dubai will shock you. Let's go back 4 days before the crash. A video leaks online, the exact same Tejas on static display dripping fluid from its belly. Pakistani handles scream, India's fighter jet is leaking like a broken tap. Within hours, it's 200K retweets. PIB fires back, just condensed water from the air conditioning system. Totally normal. But here's the first twist. The color was amber, not clear. Hydraulic fluid is amber, and every Tejas pilot knows that in negative G maneuvers, if hydraulic fluid shifts even slightly, the flight controls can freeze. Keep that in your head. November 21, 2:10 p.m. local time. Wing Commander Arjun Rao, 1200 hours on type, straps in for the final display. The crowd is huge. Deals worth billions are on the table. He lifts off clean. First pass, perfect. Second pass, he goes for the signature negative G pushover at 500 feet. And then the jet wobbles. Once, twice, nose drops, no ejection, 400 knots, straight into the desert. The fireball is visible from the VIP stands. The show shuts down in 15 minutes.
Initial IAF statement. Court of Inquiry ordered. Within hours, defense forums explode with slow-motion analysis. No bird strike, no explosion in the air, just a clean, catastrophic loss of control. And then someone zooms in on the underside in a pre-flight video. Same amber drip, only now it's a steady stream. This wasn't the first red flag. March 2024, Jaisalmer. A Tejas crashes because the engine oil pump seizes. Low oil level. Pilot ejects safely, but the entire fleet is grounded for weeks. Same engine family. GE F404. Same oil system. Coincidence? Let's talk engines, because that's where the real story starts. India signed a contract in 2021 for 99 GE F404 IN20 engines. By November 2025, guess how many have been delivered? 4. 4 engines in 4 years. 8 brand new Tejas airframes are sitting in Nashik without engines. HAL officials privately call it the American chokehold. And the indigenous alternative? The Kaveri engine. Started in 1989, 36 years and 3,000 crore rupees later, it still can't produce the required thrust without melting its own turbines. Safran offered help for the Tejas Mk2, but the files are still moving between South Block and Paris. Meanwhile, China is flying J-20s with engines they built themselves.
Production hill. HAL's maximum rate, 16 Tejas per year. India needs 42 squadrons. We have 31 today, and MiG-21s are retiring faster than Tejas can roll out. In August 2025, the government signed for 97 more Mk1As. Delivery schedule? First jet lands 2028. That's 3 years to build 1 squadron while we lose 2. Now enter politics. HAL is a Maharatna PSU. That means it answers to nobody and everybody at the same time. Parliamentary Standing Committee Report, February 2025. HAL suffers from systemic inefficiency, bureaucratic delays, and lack of accountability. Translation: nobody gets fired, nobody goes to jail, delays are just part of the process. March 2025, New York Times drops a bomb. HAL allegedly diverted British avionics meant for Tejas to Russia, violating sanctions. HAL calls it baseless. But quietly, GE slows down engine deliveries even more. You do the math. Back to Dubai. Why was the jet rushed into the show with a known drip? Simple. Orders were on the line. UAE, Egypt, Argentina delegations were watching. The pressure from Delhi was clear. Make it flawless. So, maintenance logs get creative. Hydraulic seals that should have been replaced in Bengaluru are signed off in Dubai's 45 degrees C heat. Microcracks form, negative G hits, fluid cavitates, controls lock, game over. The pilot never had a chance. At 500 feet in a negative G maneuver, you have maybe 1.8 seconds to eject once control is lost. Arjun Ralph fought the jet till the end. No distress call, no mayday, just silence and fire.